Hi everyone, happy Monday. Today I thought I'd just do a short video on another manipulation tactic that the narcissist uses. And I'm sure many of you have been through this, I've been through it. But it is also to just give you another warning sign. So for the next time that you feel or you suspect that you might be dealing with a narcissist, this is one of the warning signs. And that is that very early on in the relationship, they will talk or tell about the very dysfunctional people in their past. So, when you first hear this, you don't think much of it, you don't put much value into it. But looking back on your relationship with the narcissist, you can see how this it just fits the whole narcissistic puzzle, because it is another form of manipulation. So when the narcissist tells you about all these dysfunctional people in their past, broken relationships, broken relationships or broken friendships, or if it is a business partner that the business deal that they were working on together, it went sour, or it could be anything, certain family members, siblings. And you will find when they're telling you about all these bad people from their past, you will notice at some point that they never tell the whole story. It's sort of very vague. The blame for the breakup of their past relationships is always put onto the second party. So you will notice that they will never take responsibility for their part of the breakup. You won't hear them speak of that. And as I said, it could be anything. It could be from ex-lovers, ex-spouses, friends, family, siblings. And you'll get all these dysfunctional stories, very, very shady stories. They will often say, this is what I often heard in my relationship with the ex-friend, is that there was some business partner that she was involved in. At some point that relationship went sour, and I said, well, why? Because you are so good, both of you are very good at what you do. And she said, that this other person, the business partner, was a pathological liar. Now, of course, we all know, looking back in hindsight, that the narcissist projects. So she calling this business partner a pathological liar and someone who had no work ethic, of course, that was her projection. That these are all the things that they are guilty of and that they project onto the other person. So you will find that a lot of these stories sort of pass by during the relationship. They will say demeaning, terrible, horrible things about these people from their past. And why is this? I think this is the most fascinating thing, at least to me, is why do they do this? So I thought I would shed, some light on why they do this. And it is a way of manipulating you into feeling sorry for them. So when you hear these stories of woe, of broken past relationships, they'll always play the victim in these relationships. They'll always say, "Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't understand why the relationship ended. I don't understand why my friend left me. I don't get why I couldn't maintain the business partnership." So this is a way of playing into your emotions. You will get to the stage where you feel sorry for them and you think, oh my goodness, this person has been through so much heartache and such a raw deal in life. So you tend to extend at that point. You extend more sympathy, more compassion. And at some point, I remember this is what I did. I said, oh, I will never leave you because you're such a wonderful and warm person. It's good that you are rid of all these people from your past because you can start afresh and, build solid relationships. There's nothing wrong with you. So can you see how this all just plays into. I'm laughing about it now because this kind of stuff that I said to her, and now looking back on that friendship, it was all a pity ploy. It was her playing the victim, me buying into that. She knew how to push my buttons for extra sympathy, and it's sick. It really is. It is a form of triangulation, because when they tell you these pitiful stories about their past, they in fact are getting an ego boost from that. It feeds their ego when you sympathize with them. So another thing is that it also it upholds their public image. So whatever the facade that they want to keep up for the outside world, this is going to build on that facade. By you believing them, they're pulling you, of course, into their game, making you believe all these lies, because of course 9 times out of 10, the stuff they are telling you about the dysfunctional people from their past is just a whole load of BS. It is all made up. It is all lies. You will find that they will never take responsibility for their breakup of or their part in a breakup of a second party. So yeah, this is the whole manipulation thing. And as I said, you will often have this, you will often experience this in the beginning stages of the relationship. And for you that have gone through, with ex-narcissistic partners, you will find that they will always be putting their ex-spouses down. Their ex-lovers will always be put down. Their very nasty things will be said about them. So it is all extra supply for the narcissist. It is to boost their ego. It is to maintain their facade to the outside world. It is to gain your sympathy by playing the victim. And, be warned. This is why I always say, don't, when you've had experiences with the narcissist and you sense that you might be lured into a new narcissistic relationship, just take this as a warning. It is by giving them your extra information, whether that is in a love relationship, whether it is with a co-worker, narcissistic co-worker, whatever the case may be, do not give out extra information on yourself, because your information will be used at a later date when they have discarded you. The same stories they would tell you about their dysfunctional or the dysfunctional people in their past, this is the same tactic that they are going to use when they have discarded you. They are going to use this to tell others about how you gave them a raw deal, how you just suddenly up and left the relationship. They'll turn that around. Even though they have actually discarded you, they will say you are the one who discarded them. And when you have been the one who has initiated no contact, they will say that they discarded you because you were so dysfunctional in the whole relationship or friendship dynamic. So yeah, be warned that, whatever they do to you, they are doing to the next victim, and they're doing to the victim after that. And this is their whole pattern. Excuse me. This is their whole pattern. This is what they have been doing from the early years up until now. So don't think that you are an exception to the rule, because you simply are not. Yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because to me it was very interesting, especially, looking back. As I have said, I keep journals. I've been keeping journals for years. And when I just sometimes I'll take my journal out of the bookcase and I'll just read through it. And all the stuff that was told to me about dysfunctional people from their past, I, of course, had written down and couldn't make sense of it then. But looking back now, reading back on this now, of course, the whole narcissistic puzzle is almost complete. because every time I bump into something new and I think, oh, I've got to make a video on that. So yeah. So yeah, don't fall for their pitiful stories of the dysfunctional people in their past, because 9 times out of 10, it was them, and the other party had very little to do with the breakup. Okay, guys and girls, quick video. The next video, I would like to speak on the dynamics of growing up in a narcissistic home. And I have been wanting to make this video for a very long time, but because I myself had not experienced it, I had to gather information from others. So one of the people that I've gathered information from is from my own husband, who grew up in a narcissistic home, and of course speaking to the different clients over the past couple of months, and just sharing knowledge, or them sharing their knowledge with me. I've been able to put together, I've just been taking a whole lot of notes. So in the next video, I would like to speak on the dynamics of growing up in a narcissistic home. So if this is you, then it'd be great if you could tune in and also give your feedback on that very topic. Thanks again for watching. Have a great Monday wherever you are, and speak to you very soon. Love and light to all of you. Bye now.